and I know he's here.
Hello again, everyone. Alright, so this isn't technically something that is specific to cosplay. However, it is something a lot of cosplayers tend to do, especially on YouTube. And while many can be very, very good, I would not want to insult someone at this because I know how badly that hurts, being someone who enjoys it myself. Some do end up on sites that, while they may not mean to, do end up shaming them. And I kind of want to explain why that is, just so that everyone's aware of what mistakes you're actually making. Look, I know I can be a bitch on DeviantArt, and even in some of my cosplay videos, but really, I swear to God, I would never, ever, ever want to be cruel to someone about music. Music is something that's very important to me, and, well, let's not pretend there aren't professional singers I hate and rag on a regular basis. You amateurs out there like me, I feel for you, and I know how hard it is to, really learn to sing or learn an instrument and get your desire to let your music soar across and everything. But here's the way you're going about it wrong that makes you end up on these sites, and I really just want to help you and also help the sites as well stop getting a misrepresentation as hate sites, because really, you are doing some things wrong, some YouTube singers. First of all, let me explain. Music is not just about opening your mouth and in your head carrying a tune. The think system only exists for Professor Harold Hill. In order to sing, you shouldn't have much feeling in your throat because it's meant to come from your diaphragm. Don't make fun of my tummy. But, it comes from here, your stomach area. Your diaphragm, down there. And so you should feel a little like you're doing a crunch while you're singing for the first while you're getting used to it. Eventually the muscle will tone, and please no jokes about how mine can't be toned because I'm chubby. It's not that kind of toning. That you need an actual crunch for. But anyway, point being, eventually your diaphragm learns to work as a singer's diaphragm ought to, and then you can actually hit notes. The other important thing is your mouth. My voice teacher's always telling me, because I get very, very shy when I'm singing in front of someone who could possibly know if I'm doing something wrong. I don't want to open my mouth, and I want to be scared and quiet, and, not let people hear if I make something wrong. Actually, that's the worst thing you can do, because then the notes aren't coming out right. You have to open your mouth, and you have to open it as though you're actually saying the word. You can't, E should not be like that, it should be E. Because that's more operatic. In pop, I believe you can do it the other way, but I'm training operatically in musicals. The other thing you have to understand is you shouldn't toss back your head, lower your head. If you're doing it in theater, that's one thing because you're acting, but that's not going to help you get the note across any more than doing this is. And the main thing a lot of people forget, which will get you called a weeaboo and will get you insulted by half the internet. Alright. Eastern and Western vocalists have a different set of notes that they're working from. If you listen to Chinese opera, you may find it squeaky and annoying, but actually it isn't to them, because that's the set of notes that are used over in Asia. It may have changed over the course of time, since now there's more communication between different countries, And for Utada Hikaru, it's not exactly the same. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I'm not her biggest fan. I've heard a couple of her stuff, and I don't really know much about her, but I hear she was born in America, so maybe she sings with a Western range. But over in Asia, the range is different than over here. Or why do you think Sarah Brightman sounds very deep and rich, and then a lot of Japanese pop singers can sound so breathy and whispery, and sometimes horribly nasally, but um, the point is, they're learning to sing a different set of notes than you are. If you learn to sing over in your home country in the West, then you haven't learned the same range of notes that they have over in Asia, and they haven't learned the same that we have over here unless you have a teacher from that country. So you can have as many vocal lessons as you want in, say, the US, enough that you could sing the lead in Phantom of the Opera, or whatever gender you are, Christine or Eric, take your pick. But unless you've had a teacher from over there, or a teacher who has studied under someone from over there, then you did not learn the same vocal range. And this is not bullshit. Look it up. It's true. I spoke to my vocal teacher about it, in fact, because I was trying to learn Lacrimosa by Calafina, the end theme of Black Butler, so I could do some karaoke at Otakon, because, I think they only have Japanese music. I'm not quite sure, they might have some Swedish stuff because of Caramel Dancing being so popular. But I wanted to learn Lacrimosa because I've come really far with my voice, and I wanted to really impress, and that song is so pretty. However, a lot of the notes are that range over there, not my range, and so she told me I shouldn't do that, and I should just, see if they have anything Western. I did not. I pussied out. But anyway, point is, put the score to think of me in front of me and give me a piano backup, and I can shatter a window. Not really, but I can hit some pretty high notes. But anime themes and stuff, not the kind of thing I can actually sing. I'm sure it would sound okay, but it won't sound good. The point is to sound good, especially on the internet where people will rip you apart and it's not trolling and it's not cyberbullying. It can actually be completely honest, because sometimes people do sound really bad and think they don't. But anyway, really, I'm not trying to be mean or be a bitch or rain on your parade. I'm just explaining why a lot of videos of cosplayers trying to sing tend to end up on Weebly stories or one of Encyclopedia Dramatica's pages, or and honestly, I find those sites kind of funny. Truth be told, some stuff I admit is probably really hurtful, but the thing is, take it with a grain of salt, and also, whenever someone criticizes you or insults you, you should try to improve from it. If there's anything of value to be gained, you shouldn't just get upset, because that makes it worse. Um, like, for instance, the worst thing to do in an aquarium full of sharks is to bleed some more. So, if you feel that you're being attacked and insulted online, it's best to let it roll off your back and not freak out. Just try to improve. In World of Warcraft, certainly. In real life, obviously, you can't really stem the bleeding that well. But in World of Warcraft, suppose that you're chilling out around Ajara, and then suddenly a whale shark comes up to you, and your friend's been attacked by a rogue, and so they have the whole bleeding thing going. Are you going to use your paladin healing abilities, or are you going to just let them bleed and have a whale shark eat both of you? You're going to heal it. So, right, try to fix the problem, and don't get butthurt or cry in a journal or anything. That makes it worse. My recommendation would be, if you've made a video of you singing and you found it being insulted and people saying you weren't very good, then look up your local music school, um, look up local voice teachers, try and learn from it. I mean, really, as a singer, you're always growing. I mean, when I started singing, I was awful and I thought I was amazing, obviously, but I was terrible. And then I went to my voice teacher, and she's always told me you're never going to go to Broadway. Now she's slightly changed her tune. I still don't think I'm going because I get so nervous. But she says I could get signed by a minor label like goth music or something. So I guess I've improved drastically, and you can too. So again, I'm not trying to hurt you. I just want to help. And as a gesture of goodwill, um, I will post a video of me singing later in the week. Um, and you can critique that or make fun of that. So thank you. And I hope you've taken this to heart and haven't been insulted.